Namaskar everyone. I am Nimisha Chalu from class 6D. Today I am going to portray the role of Miss Nirmala Sitharaman. So my today's topic is budget presentation. Before portraying the role of Miss Nirmala Sitharaman, I would like to tell you all about budget and its importance. The word budget originates from the French word bouget, which means a leather bag. Budget is a document that a management needs to estimate the revenues and expenses for an upcoming period based on their goals for the business. There may be short-term budgets or long-term budgets as needed. Budget helps to keep track of our financial goals. It helps to organize our spending. It also helps to create a cushion for unexpected expenses. Presentation of budget. Now, as the Finance Minister, I, Nirmala Sitharaman, am going to present the budget for the third time. Honorable Speaker, this budget is being presented in the pandemic time digitally on a tablet. Now, in this budget 2021-22, the three main items and their corresponding estimates are as follows. The first one is expenditure. It is 34.83 lakh crores. Capital expenditure, it is 5.5 lakh crores. And the last, which is fiscal deficit, it is 6.8% as the percentage of GDP. Mr. Speaker, the budget proposal for 2021-22 rests on 6 pillars. The first is health and well-being, physical and financial capital and infrastructure, inclusive development for aspiration India, reinvigorating human capital, innovation and R&D, minimum government and maximum government. Now let me tell you about the key highlights of budget 2021-22. The first is health and sanitation. A new scheme titled PM Atmanirbhar Swasthya Bharat Yojana to be launched with an outlay of about Rs 64,180 to develop primary, secondary and tertiary healthcare. Mission 2.0 to improve nutritional outcomes across 102 aspirational districts. Mr. Speaker, there will also be operationalization of 17 new public health units at the point of entry. There will be modernizing of existing health units at 32 airports, 15 seaports, and land ports. There is also Jal Jeevan Mission Urban aimed at better water supply nationwide. Now let me tell you all about the education. There are going to be 100 new Sainik schools set up, 750 Eklavya schools to be set up in tribal areas, a central university to come up in Ladakh, and an allocated fund of Rs 35,219 crores for 6-year term to upgrade the required infrastructure. Coming on to the infrastructure. Highway and road works are announced in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, and Assam. There will be National Monetizing Pipeline launched to monitor asset monetization process. There is a National Rail Plan created to bring a future-ready railway system by 2030. 100% electrification to be completed by 2023. Metro services are announced in 27 cities plus additional allocations for Kochi Metro, Chennai Metro Phase 2. National Hydrogen Mission is also to be launched for generating hydrogen from green power resources. Coming on to the tax. There is going to be no IT filling for people above 75 years. There is also going to be the reopening window for IT assessment cases reduced from 6 to 3 years. Also, affordable housing projects are getting a tax holiday for 1 year. Compliance burden of small trusts whose annual receipts doesn't exceed rupees 5.5 crore to be eased. Duty of copper scrap reduced to 2.5%. Custom duty on gold and silver to be rationalized. All nylon products are charged with 5% custom duty on cotton, raised from 0 to 10%. Agriculture infrastructure and development cess proposed on certain items, including urea, apples, crude soya bean, and sunflower oil. Finance proposal to allow states to raise borrowings up to 4% of GSDP this year. A unified securities market code is to be created, consolidating provisions of the SEBI Act, Depositories Act, and 2 other laws. Proposal is also there to increase the FDI limit from 49% to 74%. An asset reconstruction company will be set up to take over stressed loans to PSU Bank, and one general insurance firm to be disadministered this year. Strategic sale of BPCL, IDBI Bank, Air India to be completed. Agriculture infrastructure fund of around rupees 75,060 crores to be made available for APMCs for augmenting their infrastructure. 1,000 more mandis are to be integrated into the e-Naam marketplace. Mr. Speaker, a multipurpose seaweed park is also to be established in Tamil Nadu. Coming on to the employment, a portal is to be launched to maintain information on gig workers and construction workers. Social security is to be extended to gig and platform workers. Margin capital required for loans via Stand Up India scheme reduced from 25% to 15% for SCs, STs, and women. Mr. Speaker, apart from these allocations, rupees 35,000 crores are also to be spent on vaccines. On fiscal position because of the pandemic, the economy resulted in a weak revenue inflow this year. As the situation gets stabilized, the government spending will be ramped up so as to revive the domestic demand. Our government plans to continue the path of fiscal consolidation and intend to reach fiscal deficit level below 4.5% of GDP by 2025-26 with a fairly steady decline over the period. These were the important points of budget. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and all the members present. Done, ma'am.
It was very good, Nimisha. You have covered the whole budget. Very good, beta. Keep it up.
Thank you, ma'am.
Keep it up.